Why Buhari can't stop traveling abroad for medical treatment despite criticisms, Minister Lai Mohammed. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, has said President Buhari cannot stop seeking medical care abroad amidst public criticism for his frequent foreign medical trips. Buhari's minister said those against his principles, a merchant for traveling overseas for medical purposes, are making inconsequential attempts to demarket him. He declared that Buhari's medical terrorism is not a sign that the nation's medical sector is bad. The minister stated this in Washington, D.C., U.S. during his engagements with international media organizations including BBC Radio and Television, Bloomberg, and Politico. The news agency of Nigeria reports that the minister is in the U.S. to consult with international media organizations and think tanks and share the achievements of Buhari's administration. He is also expected to share efforts being made by the government to tackle insurgency, banditry, and all forms of criminality. Speaking with NAN after interviews with the media organizations, the minister and Buhari has the right to choose his physician, and he is not the first head of state going abroad for treatment. As the Minister of Information and Culture today, if I had a history of using a particular doctor in my life and I have confidence in him, I don't think the fact that I am now a minister will change that. Irrespective of the nationality of that doctor, it is my personal decision to choose the doctor to use. Like I explained to them, he is not the only head of state that has gone abroad for treatment. If Mr. President has a personal physician for over 30 years who understands his case and has been managing him, why will it be an issue of contention to seek medical attention from him? It will not be right to say that because of what people are going to say, he has to stay in Nigeria to seek treatment, he said. The minister criticized people for attacking Buhari for seeking medical attention abroad, insisting that it is an inconsequential attempt to demarket him. He said in spite of challenges, the nation's health sector is not in jeopardy as to warrant a vote of no confidence in the sector. Okay. Obviously, it's all jumbled up. What he said is actually inconsequential. If he's going to say that, us criticizing Buhari isn't consequential to demarcate him, well, what you're saying is inconsequential to prove otherwise. Tit for tat. Because, are we going to argue this and be like, oh my gosh, Lai Mohammed is so this? Like, how can you say such a thing? Of course, it's so obvious and evident. Like, the people you're trying to deceive, they know the real situation. You're trying to deceive American press and tell them what is not. Cannot play a player. So they obviously know what is going on. Everyone knows what's going on in the country. Nigeria's not the best in terms of standard of living. Because if it was, excuse me, you think we'd be here discussing this? Absolutely not. And that is why he's being criticized. Of course he can go and has his physician that he has been with for over 30 years. Of course that makes sense. But you are in a position of power where you have the power to change the health sector and how it's really much in jeopardy. And then you are the access to the enjoyment that you have of quality healthcare. The people that you're leading do not have access to such. So why should we not criticize you? Obviously, it's not okay. Lai Mohammed is not somebody that has been known to say consistent, coherent things in the past. Logical thinking is out of it. Chain of reasoning absolutely poor. So it's not something we're gonna be like, oh my god, how can you say that? In fact, it's not shocking. It's not surprising. It's just sad, really and truly. So there's no point really arguing. I think it's just like, okay, what he says isn't consequential to prove otherwise. That him traveling abroad does not mean is not a bad thing because his country. So what is even the argument? I don't even know. But of course we know that he's just saying this is his job to lie. His name is Lai Mohammed. Come on. Figure out the dots. But yeah, it is what it is to be. What else do you want as an analysis on this? Because then it's like, are we going to react like we've always been reacting and just being very upset and annoyed? We're not going to do that, because if they want to frustrate anybody, they're going to frustrate themselves first. That is what is going to happen. And yeah, I think it's just a clear indication that we are finished, and it's a clear indication that this government needs to be changed. And it's a clear indication that it's not everyone that's going to have to wait till 2023. If we're going to wait till 2023, fantastic. But people are tired now and they want change now, not 2023. There are some other pressing issues that are going. I mean, we just got to prioritize what do we give attention to. And someone says, I said at time without number that everyone should ignore this man, that he's suffering from insomnia. His old age has gotten to the extent of clashing with his brain damage. It's a lot. It's a lot. And that what this comment just proves the fact that, this man doesn't have a coherent, logical chain of reasoning. It's very much scattered, it's very much inconsistent. He has not really proven to be somebody that the people can trust. So, of course, saying things like this should not be shocking to you. If you're getting shocked, maybe you're not used to Nigerian politics. If you're getting shocked, maybe you're just emotional about it. If you're getting shocked and annoyed, maybe just not let yourself get upset. Because this country, you need to be careful. Someone says, we want him, Buhari, to stay in London permanently. It will be better for us because his presence here brings pain and sorrow. Facts. Anytime he comes back into the country, something has to happen. I think his presence just causes disarray and just confusion in the land. It's a lot. Somebody here says, lying machine has spoken again. Oga, you will keep quiet. Kai, see what line can do to a man's mouth. Have a mercy. Somebody here says, my mother told me that if I keep reading or listening to professional lying Mohammed, I will be worse than him. So I jump and pass this post. Advice, honestly, you have to jump and pass because in search of a solution, Nigeria found a problem, and the problem is Buhari. That's what the person put there. Somebody here says, how will you push and start president will stop traveling abroad when his life charger is there in the UK. You want make a push and start president to run down finally. Honestly, if his chargers in the UK, let him go to the UK. It's fine. Let him go. Push and start president. It's a lot. He's going through a lot. Someone says, Guinea. Yes, we are shocked as well. We didn't. It's not clicking at all. Somebody here says, excuses is their custom. See him out like all that shower expired. Oh, okay. I'm not going to read that. That is just highly offensive. It's just not appropriate for your ears. Somebody here says, mad people everywhere. All right. Put what you think about it in the comment section below. Do not forget to like and subscribe.